Diana got hold of this tennis racket and put it up in front of her face. I was walking backwards, and at one point I was trying to focus. The tennis racket had Prince Extender written across the front of it, and I thought this was a really funny picture, so I was trying to focus on the Prince bit, and I didn't realise I'd stopped to focus, and this Prince Extender was getting closer and closer and closer, and suddenly my lens just went black when she just bumped into me, and I said something like, "Oh, sorry," which seemed really silly, considering the situation we was in. So I carried on walking backwards. I was aware that there was a door behind me. I suddenly realised it was a lift, and we were going into a lift. I was walking backwards into a lift, and this hand grabbed my shoulder, and I knew it was Diana, and she just pulled me out of the lift, and I immediately jumped in after her, and then this BA official just said, "Out, out, O-U-T, out."
Out, O-U-T, out.
Have a nice trip now.
Which I thought was really, really funny, because when we were kids, my dad used to say out, O-U-T-T, out. And I remember feeling very endeared to this guy.
Sometimes Diana's sullen attitude is evident on her way to engagements, where she can expect to be photographed but refuses to cooperate.
Diana uses the press. If you see a decent picture of Camilla Parker Bowles in the paper, then as sure as God made apples green, the following day you will get an even better one of Diana.
Diana stole Charles's thunder the day he appeared in a television documentary admitting his adultery with Mrs. Camilla Parker Bowles. This startling TV revelation had made headline news until he was upstaged by his glamorous wife.
And everybody remembers the night of the Dimbleby interview when Prince Charles admitted an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. Look how Diana turned up at the Serpentine Gallery. I mean, my God, that was just brilliant. I applauded her for it. I thought it was great. But that's just, that's what Diana does. She manipulates, and she's very good at it.
Diana stunned onlookers with her low-cut Cinderella-style dress, clearly enjoying her celebrity status. However, there are times when Diana shares fears common to ordinary women, particularly when she's out on her own.
I found her car parked near Beecham Place, and I was walking kind of fast on the other side of the street, and she kept glancing over her shoulder at me, and she increased her pace. This wasn't the Princess of Wales being harassed by the paparazzi. This was a lone woman in a dark back street in London being followed by a man dressed in black. But I realised that it was quite frightening for her. So I said, "Mum," and she turned around and she went, "Oh God, it's you." It was the only time that I've ever had a decent conversation with Diana, and my God, she can turn it on like you've never seen. I've never been face to face with such beauty at that close range. I've never seen such eyes. And the way Diana talks, when she talks to you, she's not as tall as me, she's slightly smaller than me, but she sort of moves her right hip and puts her head down, and it literally pulls you into her, and you feel like you're being pulled in. And she just said, I said, "Look, I'll see you around," and she said, "Not if I see you first."
Posing alone in front of the Taj Mahal was one of her cleverest tricks, sending out a message of frustration at her husband's absences and at his private disregard for her. However, she did treat her foreign tours with a solemn purpose, remembering the importance of representing Britain abroad. She often did this against a background of sniping criticism from faceless enemies at home, who feared that her glamorous style raised her profile higher than her husband's. Diana could be courteous and respectful of other cultures, yet always allowing her own mesmerizing qualities to come through. Because of this, Diana was received with genuine warmth in places where other members of her husband's family might not have been. It is little wonder that Diana wanted to be an ambassador for Britain, to use well the acclaim she received.